Now, our penultimate speaker says that she'd like to be in a profession that helps others, which probably sounds like she's going to end up in banking or politics or something like that. Her favorite saying is, "An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind," which I think is a fabulous saying. And she said if she won tonight, she would use this as a springboard to greater things. And I was actually quite impressed until I thought about it. And I thought, what could possibly be better than winning the final of the world's greatest public speaking contest? So ladies and gentlemen, Mum, stop. Ladies and gentlemen, with a speech entitled "You Are a Winner," representing Hackney, Inez Sarkodee-Adoo.
Now, if I was to ask you, who are you? How would you reply? Now, you probably start by stating your name, your age, your nationality, your race, something like that. But does that really tell me who you are? Are those just not terms of how we're identified, or rather classified? We're very good at putting ourselves in boxes, but I refuse to be classified or put into anybody's box. Because remember, once you can be classified, you can be nullified, made invalid. So how should you reply? Well, how about telling me the potential you feel you have? Tell me about your dreams, your passions, your aspirations. After all, wouldn't that tell me more of who you are as opposed to what you are? Who am I? Now, that's a question I used to ask myself often on a regular basis. But the conclusion I have come to is, I'm a winner. But that doesn't mean I've always won. Now, there was a time in my life when I felt that I just wasn't good enough, that I could never be the best of what I truly was. Now, one approach to that would be to say, I can't. Just give up on myself and settle for mediocrity. Now, another approach to that would be to say, yes, I can. Believe in my potential and strive to be the best. But no, I said believe, because that's where it starts, with the belief. Now, belief is based on truly trusting in something that you don't necessarily know exists. So you'll never know your true potential exists unless you trust in it. And in a world filled with so much negativity, we just have to sometimes tell ourselves, we are winners. So now, I'd like you to suspend these words from your vocabulary. I can't. Because Barack Obama has not become the first African-American president in history by saying, I can't. Women did not gain the right to vote by saying, I can't. The simplest thing as a baby does not learn how to walk or talk by telling itself, I can't. Once we start believing we can, success is ours. You just have to reach out and take it. Every process starts in the mind. Think of success as a process. It starts in the mind. And that person that decides to put the words I and can't together is truly mistaken. I personally believe Bob got it right the first time. Which Bob, you may ask? Bob the Builder. When everybody asked him, Bob the Builder, can we fix it? He simply replied, yes, we can. And if I'm not mistaken, was that not the same slogan for Barack Obama's winning campaign? So either Barack Obama is a plagiarist or Bob the Builder is just a genius. Nelson Mandela once said, it takes a generation to be great. Be pioneers to greatness and never forget, you are a winner.
Congratulations to Inez Sarkodee-Adoo, the Hackney champion.